So this is probably the sweatiest game of Bed Wars I've ever played. It is a CS against a bunch of my viewers, but I think that's why it was so sweaty. Because I was playing against good players. And yeah, so I just kind of wanted to make a little commentary video, talk about the server life, because good lord, serving, you encounter all kinds of different people, dude. You encounter crazy people, you encounter nice people, you encounter mean people, you encounter literally one of everyone, dude. It's crazy. And it's a fun job to have because it's kind of like people watching, but like, oh, look at that combo. That combo was beautiful. Anyways, so yeah, you encounter all kinds of different people. So I got a few stories written down that I want to talk to you about. Some of y'all have heard. If y'all have ever been in my live stream, speaking of being in my live stream, if y'all ever want to be in one of these CS videos, hit up the live streams. I go live almost every day. Join the Discord. I'm already advertising and we're not even a minute into the video. That's great. Got comboed off right here, and I was afraid Zeka was going to come after my bed, but I forgot I left a big enough gap to where they couldn't come back to my base. So they had to go back and they had to grab blocks, but that gave me enough time to respawn and get all this kind of stuff. Anyways, I'm already getting off topic. So first story is our shrimp appetizer, dude. Okay, so our shrimp appetizer, I work at Texas Roadhouse. Oh, hey, Zeka fell off. That's kind of funny. So our shrimp appetizer, it comes with 5 shrimp and 2 pieces of toast underneath it. Now, mind you, I hate our toast. Our toast sucks. I love our bread. Our bread's pretty good, but our toast I highly dislike. And so I started talking to this guy, and I was like, hey, I see you're done with that shrimp. Did you want me to take this plate out the way, give you some more room on the table, because I'm trying to get that tip money. I got to be nice, and I got to offer to actually do my job in order to actually make some money. So that's what I did. I offered, hey, let me take this shrimp appetizer out the way for you. It was this guy's meal, so I didn't know if he was done with it or not yet, but he goes, no, I'm going to eat the shrimp, or the toast. And I was like, okay, cool, yeah. I like our toast. I'm trying to relate to the guy a little bit, even though I hate our toast. Our toast sucks, if you can't tell. That's my view on it. But yeah, I told the guy, yeah, I like our toast here. And he goes, I do too. And I look at this man dead in the eye, and I say, I like to eat it. Like, no crap, I like to eat it. What else am I going to do with the toast? Am I going to throw it like a frisbee across the room and hope that it goes further than, my coworkers? Or what are we thinking, dude? Like, anyway, so I say, I like to eat it. Then I stare at this man for like oh, I have max gen. That's pretty cool. I stare at this man for like a solid 10 seconds before I come to my senses and realize, hey, maybe let's like walk away. So I finally walk away. Hallelujah. I'm side rushing this guy. Just immediately just take him out. Accidentally open up the item shop. Steal all his stuff. Let me take out his bed real quick. Got that. That's cool. And then let me just end this guy's soul. Steal off his bones. And boom. Let's go. So there's 2 people taken out already. That's pretty cool. Anyways, back to the story. So I finally walk back up, muster up the courage, and I say, hey, I'm sorry, that was a really dumb thing that I said. And the guy looks at me and he goes, well, it's true, isn't it? And I was like, yeah, that's right. And I'm telling my buddy Garrett this. And he points out the fact, no, it's not true. I don't like our toast, so it's not even true. Like, what am I doing, dude? What am I talking about? Anyway, so yeah, that whole thing happened. That's a fun story. That's something that my viewers like to bully me about. Let's eat, thumbs up emoji. Let me just take out that guy. Okay, he escaped. He tried to come after me again, I believe, and then we kind of just smacked each other off, so he's safe for now, but not for long. There goes my bed. That I forgot that happened early on in the game. That was scary. So I grab all this. I grab a bunch of blocks because I need to run. The person chasing me is good. Who was it? Yeah, it was Ink Sense. And they have made me mad in the past. Just raging, like rage quitting. Anyway, so I knew that I had to run. So check this out. I go over, hit him back, and I kind of jump through. And I'm basically running at this point, trying to get away as fast as possible. So I run all the way back over here. I'm honestly, I forgot what I did. I grabbed all my iron, which I guess I could have gone to a different island for that, but whatever. I don't know where they went. Did they fall off? I don't know if they fell off or not. I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, not the point. Next story. What was I doing on this? I can't remember what I did. Oh yeah, so I did that. I got a sword. Yeah, that's right. Got a fireball, which is pretty cool. Okay, cool. So that's what I was doing. That's where they went. They went to go get full diamond. So I fireballed them off, killed them. That was pretty smart. Anyways, not the point. So, next story. is about serving old people. So most old people are nice, but you come across some old people who act like the most entitled toddlers in the world. It's like you'll walk up and you'll be like, "Hey guys, my name's Braden. I'll be your server. Can I get you anything to drink?" That's my normal go-to, right? Sometimes I'll offer some drinks. Sometimes I'll be like, "Yeah, do you want to get started with any like cactus blossoms, fried bagels, or anything?" Name off some appetizers. Try to see if they wanted to get some. But some old people, they just won't even let you talk. It's like, "Hey guys, my name's Brett. Diet Coke. I want some diet," and it's like, Okay, cool. I'll get you some Diet Coke. Like let me do my spill real quick. Let me go through my script. Otherwise, I'm gonna forget everything. You know, because that's the thing. As a server, you have a script that you follow. Like you might realize it or not, but you have a script that you follow. And if you don't, like, if somebody goes off that script or something, it just messes up your entire like brain. Like you die immediately. And so like I'll say, "Yeah, can I get you anything to drink?" And then they'll say something like out of nowhere. And then yeah, anyways, that's fun. Oh god, I just forgot how to bridge right there. Oh, it looks so bad. Yeah, anyways. Yeah, next story. Let's see, what else do I have? I have like a whole docs written down right now. I have it written down so that I don't forget anything, because like my ADHD brain, wait, words. I'm struggling, guys. The ADHD brain of mine is like struggling to make any type of commentary. I accidentally bought iron armor again. I'm so smart. Anyways, yeah, let me see. What else do I have? Let's see. Oh, the Let's Eat story. Okay. So the Let's Eat story came way back whenever I walked up to a table, and I like to check up on them before my food comes out. So I said, "Hey guys, y'all's food's gonna come out in like 2 minutes. Did y'all want me to get y'all any refills, take anything out the way?" I'm trying to make that tip money. So I say all this, and then they said, "No, we're good. We don't really need anything. We're easygoing, blah, blah, blah." 9 times out of 10, if they say they're easygoing, they're not easygoing. But these people, they really were. They were nice people. I still remember their faces. It was two middle-aged women. I mean, they're really nice people, right? Oh, I accidentally bought that. That was unfortunate, because that just wasted my chance to get poison. So I just kind of put that away because I knew I wasn't going to be using it. Anyways, not the point. So then I said, "Okay, cool. I'm gonna go grab that food," and then and I stare at these people. I go back and forth, and I'm trying to think of what words to say before I just walk away. So I just looked at them and I said, "Yeah, I'm gonna go grab that food." Then let's eat. And I held out my thumbs like it is on the screen. I'll put the emojis up there because it's kind of hard to do it because I don't have my face cam on right now. But yeah, speaking of face cam, the reason there's a face cam is because it was a live stream. It was peak. Y'all should like totally join up more often. What was I doing right here? Was I gonna go attack? I think I was gonna go attack people's bases. Um, Anyways, not the point. So yeah, that's another funny story. I've been trying to make the serving commentary, for like 2 months now, dude. Like it's been crazy. But I just anytime that I try to record it, look, okay, yeah. So we both had the poison. I start comboing them. I see that they have stuff, so I'm not chasing after them. Instead, I believe, yeah, I ran away because I was very scared. I was a very scared youngin. All right, let's see. I think drumsticks was trying to go after my base, so I was gonna like shank him, take his bones. Except for the fact I didn't. Okay. Oh god. Okay, that pearl. Ooh, that was a clean pearl. Okay, so I'm running right now because this person like wants my soul and wants to like steal my entire like existence. Okay, cool. So we're running still. I think they're still chasing me. I found that person, so I ran some more. They pearled somewhere. I don't know where they pearled to, but they did. Where was I? What am I doing right here? Okay, I thought people were chasing me, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of just trying to remember what was going through my head because this was a few hours ago and I've slept since then. So that's pretty fun. Yeah, so this person kind of fell. Oh, that's that Dylan person that I was fighting earlier. So we both have diamond armor. I don't know if y'all know this about Hive, but whenever you have diamond armor, no matter what sword you use other than a wooden one, it only does half a heart of damage, right? I don't know. Did I have poison? I did not have poison. Okay. So they're kind of just doing their own thing. I bought more blocks because I'm just like smart, I guess. I don't know. More pearls because pearls are like helpful. Build a little wall, slow them down. Anyways, back to my stories. Working on the holidays is another like I guess term that I have written down. So working on the holidays is pretty good. When you're busy, right? So it sucks if you're not busy because if you're not busy, then you're just not going to make any money. Now, if you're busy on the holidays, like Christmas Eve or something like that, dude, that is a money making day because everybody wants to go out to eat. Everybody wants to talk and, hang out with their family and stuff like that, especially whenever family is down. I bought Speed. I don't know if I ever used the Speed though, so that was pretty funny. But anyways, yeah, especially whenever the family's down, like everybody wants to go out, hang out, and nobody wants to cook. And especially like Texas Roadhouse, where it's like such a popular restaurant, like that's just like the place to go. And so you could have like a tab of say, let's say $100 tab, and they'll tip you like a good 20-30 bucks because everybody's happy, everybody's hanging out with their family. Now, if you're a bad server and you're just not giving them a good time and it's like New Year's Eve and everybody's like cranky and stuff, that was their day to hang out with their family and they're not having a good time. So you're not making any money. But if you're a good server and you can handle it all, dude, that is a money making day. I remember I had a guy once, or a group of guys come in, and this guy had the nicest suit ever that I've ever seen. And you could tell it was like a boys' night out or something, but it was on New Year's Eve. And this guy, like, it was like a flower suit. Like, it looked so cool, Like, yeah. But he was like the only one that was really dressed up. But I start asking them, hey guys, how y'all doing? Can I get y'all anything to eat? I go through my whole script, my whole spiel. And I remember sitting right here looking at the beds and realizing that that one person is the only one with their bed left, Aqua. And that was, okay, he pearled. We came over, splashed him with poison, and I think, yeah, we just kind of went sword hit for hit. And then I threw him off and they couldn't pearl in time. That guy was trying to do something to me. Throw a trident. That's cool. Speaking of which, season 3, guys, is pretty cool right now. I'm not gonna lie. I like season 3. Season 3 is like going. You know what I mean? Anyways, back to the story. So I remember it was a table of 6 dudes, and they're messing around with each other, having a good time. And whenever it came down to order, I was like, all right, did y'all want to get started with, like, did y'all want to go ahead and order? Or did y'all want a few more minutes, look over the menu? If you know, or words, I can't think of words. Most of the time I have this joke lined up. I'll say to my tables, I'll be like, hey guys, did y'all want a few minutes to look over the menu? And then they'll say, yeah. And I'll be like, okay, well, if you have any questions, let me know. I know a guy that works here. It's just a little server, jokes. I remember, yeah. So I took out his bed right here. Hallelujah. And then I remember this guy was going to be an absolute nightmare the entire thing. So whenever I hit him off right here, I was so relieved. Ink Sands is a good player, right? I'm not a good player. I'm better than 2 bad players, but I'm not a good player. And so going up against Ink Sands, I think it was like a 50-50 against them. So that was really scary. But I need to start wrapping it up because the video is almost done. Anyway, so they order, and I've learned with groups of guys, if you can mess with them, you're going to make a good amount of tip money, right? So I looked at them, and I did use the speed. That's pretty cool. Didn't really get me much good, I guess, because, I just had to pearl and run away. Anyways, so where was I? Oh, yeah, so I asked if they wanted to go ahead and order. Oh, God, I almost died. That was scary. Oh, God, I'm on half a heart. So yeah, I asked if they were ready to order and they said yes. So I was like, okay, cool. What can I get for y'all? And this guy, he says with a straight face, oh yeah, I'd like to, order a 6-inch sirloin, or maybe it was a filet. I don't know. It was some type of thing, but he said 6-inch, which it's a little, adult humor, so it's a little funny, all of his buddies started laughing at him, just joking around. Oh God, I almost died again. What the heck, bro? I'm gonna be the death of me, for real. Like, this is, yeah, that's bad. Anyways, so we started laughing and stuff like that. And whenever it came time to bring out their food, I said, all right, here's that 6-inch piece of meat for you. Messing around, like joking with this guy. And his buddies thought it was the funniest thing ever. So this guy left me a 1 penny tip because he was paying for it all, but the other guy tipped me a $50 bill. So I made $50 off one table in one night, which was, peak. Also, can we talk about how high I just got launched up there? Okay, now I'm a pirate because I'm in the ship, so that's peak. I remember sitting here and I was like, okay, yeah, return to playing area was about to pop up, so I had to pearl downwards. So I wouldn't hit like anything and take fall damage because that would not have been good. They were chasing me, so I figured might as well Kyro freeze real quick so that they wouldn't like bow me off or nothing like that. Yeah, I still do have more stories, but because this Bed Wars commentary is about to be wrapped up, then I think I'll save those stories for the next one. So if y'all want to hear that, leave a like and stuff like that. But in the meantime, this fight, dude, was crazy. I was trying to launch them off, which I did. They pearled, good reflexes, Mac and Mallow. And then we came around, boom, 5 final kills. Dude, that means I final killed everybody except for 2 people in this CS. Like, that was great. That was amazing. Anyways, guys, thank y'all for watching, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.